The definition of a serial killer is to kill 3 or more people within a month, which means there must be a break between each murder. So, a murderer is considered a serial killer. He did it for a period of time, and then he did it again, time and time again. Many people often mistake mass murder and mass murder for being committed simultaneously against multiple victims. I have done many infamous serial killers before, such as Green River Killer Gary Knight Stark Ritchie, the cannibal monster Jeffred, and 2 Temperdies. Today, I want to go see a true serial killer with everyone, especially if this person is not someone from decades ago. He is described as the coldest and most notorious person in contemporary American history. He is believed to have been killing people from 1996 to 2012. Therefore, he was more capable of killing people than anyone in the past. And in such a developed era of police work, no matter how good the police were, he remained invisible until he was arrested in the last case. Today, we will learn about the Israeli serial killer case in different ways. We will not follow the first case in chronological order, but rather, let us understand the last Israeli case that led to his arrest. This video will be great.
We really thought I was a good guy before that, so... It's not like being escaping suddenly makes me for that, so...
On February 1, 2012, 18-year-old Samender Konik, a college student who had worked part-time at a roadside cafe for over a month, was kidnapped in Alaska. Before 8 p.m. on February 1, 2012, a masked man approached a coffee shop and attempted to purchase coffee, which remained open until the evening. When she came back, she turned around and had a drink, and suddenly she were under control. You must have pointed a gun at her, and she were asked to turn off the lights. After she turned off the lights, the criminal crawled in and took control of she. In the end, he left with her without any conflict or strong resistance from the girl. You go out with him and disappear into the camera above, and the police can no longer find any clues. The family and police made every effort to search for the young woman, but there were no results. They also conducted an investigation and did not see any signs of Nick leaving Alaska. There are no bus, train, or plane tickets, and no records of girls. On February 24, 2012, 3 weeks after the criminal's first action, she completely disappeared. The father of the Konik girl received a message on her daughter's phone displaying a plaque in Corner Park. Under Albert's photo, the police found a plaque at the corner with a stray dog named Albert. As described in the information below, this stray dog is a balloon bag. When the police opened the bag, there was a photo of a cone on it. Konik was photographed in the latest newspaper, saying she was very safe. When she saw a photo of Konik's boyfriend, she said she was very strange. Please remember this photo, as it quickly contains important details. There is also a printed letter requesting family members to transfer $30,000, as well as a cone card. If the family does this, the girl will be released. 6 months later, the kidnapper held a girl's bank card in his hand and knew the password. He would use this card to withdraw money. The family handed the money to the police, but they decided to only save $5,000 because he was not satisfied and contacted him again. At the same time, they also planned to closely monitor Konik's bank card, hoping to catch him when the kidnapper withdraws money. From this moment on, the kidnappers chased from one ATM to another, and the police officially began. He wore a mask and walked around, using the victim's bank card to withdraw multiple times. On March 1st, he withdrew money in Alaska. On March 7th, he withdrew money in Arizona. On March 8th, he withdrew money in New Mexico. On March 8th and 10th, he withdrew money in Texas. However, he made a mistake in Texas with a special forces unit called the Texas Rangers Department. This is a very famous criminal investigation agency. This team captured the notorious serial killers Bonnie and Clyde, both of whom scared the United States. In the past, Rangers in Texas received almost no information that the kidnappers were from Alaska, and may have been riding a white Ford Focus rental car. Although there was little information, they keenly noticed a suspicious white car parked in a motel parking lot. The police tracked the car and found that it was speeding, so they parked the white car in a parking lot. When the driver showed his identification, they checked and found that he was from Alaska. Texas quickly learned that it was him who did it. They are searching for Israel's first appearance and official legal entanglement. All the investigators believe that they have caught a kidnapper and will release the young girl, but the matter is not that simple. It has already gone out of control. In the interrogation room, he looked like a kidnapper, but he turned into a demon, revealing that he was a serial killer who had been working for 10 years and no one noticed him.
Nobody really thought I was a good guy before that, so... It's not, so...
Now let's return to the beginning of the case from the perspective of the perpetrator and see what happened. On February 1st, 2012, although tomorrow was February 2nd and he had a 2-week trip with his family, he was still driven away by demons today. He has booked his trip for tomorrow, but he must make a very strange decision today. He went to the warehouse, turned on 2 heaters, and laid a carpet on the floor for later cleaning. He began to choose the location of the crime. This guy was not targeting people, but rather locations that were prone to crime. He chose to take action against this coffee shop because it opened late and its location was very quiet. He started listening to his traffic scanner. Around 8 o'clock, he heard of a major incident happening on the other side of the city. He believed that the police would send troops over. Now is the best time to take action against Israel. Put on a ski mask and head to the cafe with a gun. He doesn't know who's inside, nor does he know how many people are inside. When he sees Connick alone, he improvises. He quickly controls her and easily kidnaps her. He asks her to go with him. Otherwise, he will kill her. He will not forget to assure her that he will only arrest her for ransom. He took Connick home and locked him in a prepared storage room. It is worth mentioning that there are his wife and little daughter in the house, but he's not afraid at all. He threatens to kill her immediately if she screams. Israel began to ask where her bank card was. She said that she had left her bank card at her boyfriend's house under the instructions of the poor girl Israel Key. She found her boyfriend's house. Enter and obtain a bank card. He is too reckless. After obtaining what he wanted, he returned to the barn, poured a glass of wine, and began to take action against Samuel Connick. He said he would only arrest her and demand a ransom, but this is a lie. He attacked and killed the girl that night. He cleaned up the scene. He kept her in a large refrigerator in the storage room. The next morning, Israel Key took his daughter to school and traveled by plane with his family for 2 weeks, storing the girl's body in a cold storage room for 2 weeks. Wait a minute. Do you see anything wrong? Therefore, Connick passed away on February 1st, but this photo was sent on February 20th.